You tried. You gave. You stayed. Even when everything inside you was screaming to let go. You told yourself, one more message. One more chance. One more day. But days turned into weeks. Weeks into silence. You waited for the call that never came. You hoped for the text that stayed unread. You prayed that maybe, just maybe, she would finally see your worth. But she didn't. And now, you're done. Not because you stopped caring, but because you finally started caring about yourself. And here's the twist. Something strange happens when you stop chasing. Something no one told you about. It's not about her anymore. It's not about revenge. It's about you. The man behind the pain. The soul beneath the silence. And what comes next will redefine everything you thought you knew about strength, love, and letting go. You're not crazy for feeling this way. You're not weak because you cared. You're not broken because it hurts. What you're experiencing right now isn't just heartbreak, it's war. But it's a silent war. A war where there are no bullets, no screaming enemies, just silence. And sometimes, that silence is louder than any battle ever fought. Because in that silence, you're screaming inside. Screaming to be seen, to be valued, to be loved. But no one hears you. Not her. Not the world. Not even the version of you that once believed, if I just hold on a little longer, maybe she'll come around. You weren't chasing her because you were weak. You were chasing her because you believed in effort, in connection, in love that flows both ways. You believed love meant showing up, even when it was hard. You believed that your persistence would eventually prove your worth. But here's the cold, unforgiving truth. Some people don't want love. They want control. They won't meet you halfway. Not because you're unworthy, but because they're incapable of receiving what you give. So you gave more. You texted first. You apologized for things you didn't do. You walked on eggshells just to keep the peace. And with every message you sent, every emotion you withheld, every night you stayed up overthinking what you did wrong, you lost a piece of yourself. Not all at once, but slowly, quietly, tragically. You see, the chasing wasn't love. It was survival. Emotional survival. It was you clinging to a version of reality where your efforts would eventually be rewarded. But she didn't reward them. She got used to them. Your love became a convenience. Your presence became background noise. And your absence, well, it didn't shake her. Not the way you thought it would. Why? Because she knew. She knew you'd always be there. Always waiting. Always hoping. Always available. But deep down, you knew something was wrong. The love you were giving wasn't being returned. The connection you thought you had was one-sided. The hope you carried was slowly turning into self-destruction. And then, something shifted. You stopped chasing. Not out of anger. Not out of spite.